In this project, we're going to make a small flower. You'll need yarn, scissors, a stitch marker, your crochet hook, and a yarn needle. We're going to start this project with a magic ring. You can make your magic ring the same way you make a slip stitch, by pulling the yarn through the X, but instead of tightening it, just chain one right here, and now you have a magic ring. You'll want to add single crochet stitches through the magic ring, going under both the ring and this tail end. We're going to put 12 single crochets through the magic ring, going under the loop, yarning over, pulling it back through the loop, and yarning over, pulling through to make our first single crochet. Again, that's through the center of the circle, back with the yarn, and yarning over, pulling through for another single crochet. At any point, you can pull this tail to make your loop smaller and a little bit easier to work with. Once you have 12 single crochets, pull the tail the rest of the way to close the circle. We can close the ring by adding a slip stitch into our first single crochet. It can get kind of hidden in there, so you might need to go looking for it. Once you find it, slip stitch into it, and now you've closed the ring. You'll find the stitches on the outside of the ring, going around the ridge. We'll add a single crochet through this stitch. So you've slip stitched into this stitch right here, and now the next stitch over is where we'll begin working. You can see that from the top also. We're inside this stitch currently, so we'll go through into the next one. Make sure you catch both loops of the V, the front one and the back one, and single crochet right into that stitch. Now we're going to go to the next stitch and add a double crochet. We'll yarn over first, go through both loops of the stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. We're going to add 4 more double crochets into that same exact stitch for a total of 5. So see where this stitch is pulling on the stitch below it? That's the hole we're going to keep going into. So yarn over, find that same space, get a double crochet. Once more, through that same space, we're up to 3 now, and again through that same hole. And for 5, we'll go right back into that same place. For our next stitch, we will insert 1 single crochet, and you now have your first flower petal. We're going to repeat this, going to the next stitch and putting 5 double crochets into the same stitch. To finish your second petal, go to the next stitch and single crochet. We'll add 4 more petals, repeating the pattern of 5 double crochets in one stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Once you've added all 6 of your petals, you'll find the first single crochet you did buried right down there and slip stitch into it to finish off the flower. Do one last chain and leave a nice tail for weaving in. Pull the yarn through. Now all that's left to do is weave the ends in. Thread the yarn on the needle and weave it through the back all the way down to the center. Pull that center tail as tight as it'll go so this inner circle closes up nice and tight. And then I like to tie these to each other. And this ensures that the center ring won't open up again over time. So once those are tied together, you can weave them through the back of your flower and cut the ends off short. Take the tails, pull them through a stitch in the back, and then you can go ahead and cut the tails tight to the project. And then they'll be disguised in the back of the flower, and you'll have a perfect little flower to attach to anything you'd like.